out, but a star rookie Olave might be able to pick up the slack. We will see. Evan recently traded away Alvin Kamara for a haul in a dynasty league. See how that pans out for him.
Yeah, who knows what uniform he's going to be wearing too soon.
Alvin Kamara is not going anywhere, goddammit. Alvin Kamara ain't going nowhere.
I don't know. The Bills are a contender.
What's up, people? It's your boy, Petey Paul, man. Y'all rocking with your boy. We live right here at 600 South Peter Street at Ernst Cafe. It's fans Pernt of View, baby. I got two brothers here. Oh, shit. Lave dropped it. Go ahead, introduce yourselves for me, man.
My name's Evan. I'm from Central Indiana. Go Colts.
My name is Dan. I am from the west suburbs of Chicago. Just visiting for the weekend. Flying out soon. Glad to be here.
So we got Indy and we got the Shy in the building. So, hey, y'all long-term friends?
Yeah, we met in college, lived together for 5 years, and just down here on a bachelor party for one of our other buddies.
Hell yeah. Yeah, did y'all get the no, I ain't gonna say that. Y'all had fun on Bourbon Street.
We had a great time, way too late in the night, every night.
Yeah. Well, clearly y'all not Saints fans, so who y'all rocking with? Chicago and in the Colts and the Bears?
Unfortunately, yes.
Yeah, y'all not doing y'all on the right ship. Y'all on the right ship. Y'all on the Titanic and we going down, y'all. We all are going down.
We are going straight to an iceberg.
Bro.
I am Jack, and I am not on the door. I'm floating in the water.
I don't know, though. Your division, it's not going anywhere either. So,
I mean, is it, for both of y'all, is it just y'all team or is the whole division? Like for the Saints, it's the whole division that stink. What about y'all?
Same. We're all just kind of like 3-3, 3-4, just kind of hanging out, not doing anything.
Yeah, I would say the Colts have a little bit of an identity, but they're trying to just have. We'll see what ends up happening. I think that they should draft a receiver in the draft, and doesn't Bears are winning these games when it seems like they should be taking. They don't have a chance to win it. I believe that wholeheartedly, but I think Evan's team has a deep roster, some weapons, but they keep trying to throw in retirement patients into the quarterback position.
You said retirement patients.
Yes, sir.
We've become a retirement home for quarterbacks.
Oh,
They
bro.
come live there for a year and they die off and retire.
You get a senior discount if you're quarterback for the Colts.
Hey, now, as a Colts fan, let's go back a couple of years. How did y'all feel when Andrew Luck did what he did?
For lack of better words, it was a kick in the dick, man. That dude was a stud. He got us to the playoffs a couple years, and then I understand completely he got the shit beat out of him because we didn't put any offensive line around him. So,
right.
One of my in-laws is pretty good friends with Luck's wife, and she said he's never coming back. He loved football, but his body just wouldn't hold up for him. So we've been in purgatory since then with quarterbacks. Can't seem to find one that works.
I really felt bad for y'all. Like that dude was really a stud for real.
Yeah,
he was the truth.
He was the real deal, and it's hard to get those as a lot of the teams in the league have found out.
So was it more so the coaching or HR or the offense that didn't want to get the line to protect them, or what?
It was, yeah. They got some weapons for him, but they just never got any O-line around him, and he just got the shit beat out of him. I mean, he took the most sacks in the league, I think, a couple of years in a row or something close to that, and it just his body just didn't hold up. And he was a physical running quarterback, so he would take beatings every week.
Yeah.
It seemed as though once they had that O-line in place,
then he was gone.
He just had enough where he just couldn't do it anymore. And if you're not passionate about the sport, it seems like he was a downhill runner, over his shoulder type of guy, and try to run people over and didn't like slide in like some of these modern day quarterbacks. And it seems like he just.
It's not good when you rupture your spleen playing quarterback.
No.
And he did that. So
yeah.
Scary.
Can't get no spleen. You can't get a replacement spleen.
You can't get another one of those.
You know what I'm saying?
You got a couple kidneys you can get rid of, but you can't do a spleen.
Nah. Chicago, I liked that game last week. Goddamn, Justin Fields stepped it up, but they allowed him to be him.
You're right.
They catered that shit towards his skill set. And I hope they keep that shit up for real.
Agree. And I think last year, as a rookie quarterback, you got to try to play the quarterback's game. You can't just say, hey, this is what we want as a quarterback. You're going to draft your guy, then you need to make sure that you're going to play his offense. You don't just say, oh, well, this worked for Patrick Mahomes in Kansas City, so we're going to try to do the same thing in Chicago. If you're going to trade up to draft your guy, you got to play his style offense. And I think one of the struggles that Fields went through is he's used to having all these 4- and 5-star O linemen and beating up on these teams that aren't as good as Ohio State. So he's got all day to throw. The NFL sped up on him a little bit. He probably has worse weapons in Chicago than he does at current Ohio State.
Right.
And I think the speed of the NFL caught him a little bit, and then they finally started letting him run a little bit. And I think that that's a mistake that some teams make in the NFL is they see these quarterbacks that can run in college, but they're not letting them run in the NFL.
Right.
I think you run smart. Lamar Jackson's running smarter than Michael Vick, in my opinion. He's so quick to the point where he can drop down if he needs to. Fields is being smart about it too. He's nowhere near as quick as Lamar Jackson, but he's gonna get his yards if you don't see a guy open, your O-line's failing in Chicago, kind of like Andrew Luck. I mean, if the doors are closing quickly on you, then you need to take off and don't get hurt. You're a franchise quarterback, but at the same time, you gotta make sure you get your yards and try to help the team win as much as you can.
Right. Nicely put, bro. But you might have a future in this, bro. Both of y'all might have a. I hope this shit encourages y'all to go ahead and get your own podcast for real.
Yeah, maybe.
Talk y'all shit, like for real. Huh? Why not?
Might have to, because I got enough words about the Colts to say I could go on every week.
And I'm praying to God that Evan does not bring up the Super Bowl that the Bears played against Indy.
I'm sitting in between two Super Bowl teams we played. One we beat, one we lost to because Drew Brees came out and they onside kicked it, and we never had a chance after that. But the Bears had a lead for about 10 seconds, and then that was game over because Rex Grossman, probably one of the worst quarterbacks to ever start a Super Bowl.
I got to say this. This been on my mind for a long time, and I never told anybody, but I'm pretty sure other people have thought the same thing. And I don't want to tarnish, and I hope this don't tarnish our Super Bowl victory. But look at who we won the Super Bowl against.
Yep.
Peyton Manning. Reggie Wayne, New Orleans Connection, and
Marvin Harrison, was he on that team?
I think he was gone by then.
Yeah, I think he was gone.
Yeah,
okay.
Reggie Wayne was leading that pack.
But I'm like, once I realized it, I'm like, I wonder if these dudes got together and said, hey, we gonna make it back one day, or we good.
Right.
But let's do it for home, man. Let's give it to them.
Yeah.
You know?
No doubt. Yeah, we beat a really good Bears defense, but their offense wasn't much to be reckoned with. But you guys beat one of the best quarterbacks, wide receiver combos of all time.
That Super Bowl was, dude.
Very good.
That shit was fun. That shit was awesome. That onside kick shit. Oh my God.
It takes big cojones to do that.
I literally cried. I cried when we beat Minnesota to go to the Super Bowl.
Sounds right. I'm not sure.
I think it was Minnesota. We beat to go to the Super Bowl. I didn't care if we won the Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
We was in the Super Bowl, motherfucker. Fuck that. I cried.
Especially after Katrina, man. Everybody down here benches and shit. So
Let's ask a general question here. So if your team's in the Super Bowl, would you rather lose by 3 in a heartbreaker, or would you rather lose by 30 knowing your team never had a chance? What hurts less?
I'd say they both suck. But
what hurts less is getting the ass bust.
Think so?
Yeah. If you get blown out, that hurts less.
Yeah, because then you're not asking the questions what could have been. You know, you just were the lesser.
Because the proof is in the pudding.
Right.
You wasn't ready.
Yeah.
You was ready. good enough to get in, but she wasn't good enough to get out with a W.
Yep. Yeah. That's kind of like what you see with the college football game with teams like Michigan that are just getting their shit kicked in when they play the SEC. It's just it's a different ball game.
Right.
Ohio State seems to be able to compete, but that's about it.
Right. Yeah. Well, look, we're gonna take our first break, man. Fans' point of view coming to you live from Ernst Cafe, 600 South Peters. Hey, y'all need to come check out the gumbo.
Gumbo's
Check
fantastic.
out the catfish.
The wings were fire.
I was about to get to the wings.
The beer prices might be even more fire.
Beer is $1 a beer. $1 beers all day,
Yes,
7
sir.
days a week,
Stop by.
24/7. It's no lie.
We'll be here.
So my favorite thing of everything I get here is the honey habanero wings.
Wow.
Which I'm about to go order right now, goddamn it. Cause I was hungry, boss.
That
I was
is
hungry. So look,
local recommendation from Petey Paul.
damn right. We're gonna be back, man. It's Petey Paul, Fans Point of View. Holla at your boys.
Cheers.
That was fun, man.